Coming up this week, we're broadcasting live here from the Atlanta International Auto Show. We're going to be coming in to see what's new for 2021. We got a whole bunch of new rides over here. We're going to be taking a tour to see who, for the first time, we're going to have on the JW Motorsports Award Show. So we're going to look for the best car in show, the best sports car, the best truck, best SUV, and we might even have the best worst in show, because every now and then we might have some clunkers around here. But that's what we got coming up this week. I'm Jay Walker. You're watching Life Off-Road right here on JW Motorsport. Welcome to another episode of Life Off-Road. Like I said, this week's feature, we are at the Atlanta International Auto Show. And right now, as we walked in, we're in the Jeep Chrysler area. So let's walk around and see if we can see some Jeeps. I know I have some Jeep fans out there. And they got some pretty cool, interesting stuff. You got your, Jeep is going to the, I want to say kind of the pickup truck route. Let's look at this one right here. This is a Mojave, and this is pretty nice, not bad. It's a 4x4. This one here probably goes for right around, looking for a price. This is $59,000, $60,000 for a Jeep pickup truck. I don't know if I would pay $60,000 for a Jeep pickup truck, but yeah, hey, to each his own. It's a nice looking truck though. It's not bad. It is 4x4. So I want to come in here and get the interior. See what we got here. And it is true 4-wheel drive. You see the extra gear shift on the floor there. I wonder how it rides though. I'm not sure if it's pretty decent or not. Back seat, you probably could be a little cramped in here. I'm not going to even attempt to try to get back in there. But I guess you have small kids, you can get in there. But all right, folks. So we're in the Dodge section of the show here, and I kind of want to say I'm a little disappointed, but I understand, with the whole social distance, everything, you really can't pile a lot of cars in like we normally do in one of these. But all we have is a 392 Hemi right here. That is the wide body edition. As y'all know, I actually just had a wide body Charger Hellcat on the show in previous weeks. That was a very fun car to drive. So this is actually the 392. So this is the one that's the naturally aspirated motor. It has roughly around 485 horsepower. This is the Scat Back wide body edition. So it's very similar to my friend's Vic's Challenger, who he had a Scat Back edition wide body. But this is a strong car, pretty fun car. So you have your wider flares, your wider tires. Pretty cool over here. Over here we have a, I want to say a RT Challenger. And I think the RTs come with a V8. This might have a 5.7 liter V8. Yeah, that's what's in here, 5.7. Not sure what the horsepower rating is on that, but this is probably the lowest V8 that you could probably get out of the Challenger. Challenger still has the same current body style as it actually has since they first came back on the scene with Dodge. So they've been probably look forward to maybe in a couple more years. They might change it up a little bit, or they might leave it the same, who knows. All right, folks, so we do have a second one of these here, and this vehicle is priced at $94,000. Woo! This is a Hellcat all-wheel drive, so I'm sure it would get somewhere. $94,000 though. I'm sure you get the 707 horsepower. Has an 8-speed automatic transmission in it, so I'm sure it'll get out. But that's really expensive. And this interior looks like these are cloth seats. I don't even think that's even Alcantara. It might be. You got a little Alcantara in here, a little stitching. So yeah, that's a little pricey. Let's get a look at the engine here. Like I said, it looked like you have the sealed standard 6.2 liter with your 2.4 liter supercharger in here, which is what we just saw in the previous Hellcat I did a few weeks ago. The thing I do love about the Dodges is that all the Hemis come with the, when you have a Hemi block, they all come with the orange valve covers to kind of go with the, to represent that Hemi orange. I always thought that was pretty cool when they put that on those engines, so that's always a good look. But I'm sure this is a major power plant powering this thing, so who knows. Love to see one on the street, see what it would actually do. So let's move on. Now we're over to the truck section of the Dodge, and this is the new Hemi e-Torque, so I'm assuming this is some sort of a hybrid. Let's take a closer look at it. Have the Bighorn crew cab. This is a 2-wheel drive, so it's not 4-wheel drive. Price is around $53,000, so that's actually not bad. This truck here. Interior is nice. You know, Dodges went to the new, longer iPad looking type of screen, so that's pretty cool for the new age. I still haven't had any pickup trucks done on the show. I have a few friends that have pickup trucks. I actually have a friend that does have a nice Dodge that I've been trying to get on, so we'll try to work that way out, try to get it sorted away. This is not bad though. It's definitely a nice looking truck. I'm sure it rides very well. It has a nice paint job. This is the black metallic paint, so you see the little crystals in the paint job or whatnot. You know, people always ask me what made me get into cars. I remember my mom brought me to my first auto show probably when I was maybe 5 or 6 years old, and I haven't missed one since then. And that's probably what really started the whole fascination of cars. It was just something cool to look at. I just thought cars were very cool, just like any other young kid's dream. You know, when they grow up, you know, you see the cool car. When we used to be in elementary school, we go on our, you know, field trips, and we'd be on the back of the bus, and you know, a cool car would pass by us, and everybody would, you know, yell out, "Hey, that's my car." We pick, "That's my car," whatnot. So that's normally where the love affair started for one of these. And this has definitely changed over the years. It's gotten bigger and it's gotten smaller. This year, due to the pandemic, is a lot different than years past. Normally, it would be in the main Congress Center, which is really quadruple the size of this. But with the pandemic, you know, you got to kind of space everybody out. And actually, they did not have a show last year, so this is the first time it's been back in almost 2 years. So they're really doing their best to try to keep everybody separated. But it's still some nice looking cars out here. So let's walk around and see what else we can find. All right, folks, we're back here at the auto show. We're in the Lincoln section of the auto show, and I have my friend Ivana here is going to tell me about this lovely brand new 2021 Lincoln Navigator. So what we have here?
So this is our new black label Navigator, and as you see, this vehicle top to bottom is one of the best. This is the extended version, so that is added wheelbase, different than our standard Navigator, and you have the running board to help you get inside your new vehicle, and once you get in that vehicle, you have massage seats, bar none, the perfect position massage seats that move and conform to your body, low, medium, and high settings. And if that's not enough, you just put your Lincoln Drive mode on. Okay, I think I'm gonna do, I don't know, the Excite mode. Once you get excited, oh my goodness, the handling, the suspension system is bar none one of the best that we have to offer. So, as you're inside this vehicle, you'll notice there's plenty of options. You have where it can park assist. Why would I have to drive and park it myself?
Right.
Let something else do it for you, especially a $100,000 vehicle like
exactly.
this one, okay?
Technology these days too, you go pay for that.
Absolutely. And I just put on my favorite tunes by Rebel Ultima, and boom, there I go. I am in my zone. I'm listening to rich, amazing music. Serena Williams, she's one of the ambassadors for this. Matthew McConaughey. They only drive the best, and that's what I do too.
Okay. Now this one right here is this. I'm assuming this is very fully loaded.
Oh,
so
Black Label's top
notch.
Yes.
Okay.
That's your premium top trim level. It is the best that we have to offer at Lincoln. There are 3 different ones: base, reserve, and Black Label. The rims, as you notice, you'll see the slice through it. That shows you custom Black Label material, as well as the interior suede, your premium stitching, your leather. Everything is upgraded when you get to that Black Label premium edition.
Now, does this have the one engine package, or this is the V8 standard V8 that comes in these?
Why do you need a V8? We make V6s. It's enough. Trust me. Turbocharged. Why not?
Nice.
Twin turbocharged if you would like, as well as the Aviator over there. Oh, it's a dream.
Okay.
It is absolutely a dream.
Let's look at the Aviator. I saw that when we came up in here, and I noticed the front grille. It just looks more aggressive now. It's really more modern compared to newer cars now. So right, right. That's what I was explaining when we came in. You know, Lincoln over the years has really come up, especially when you just mentioned the commercials with Matthew McConaughey and Serena Williams. I mean, they're making Lincoln cool to drive again.
Yes, they are. Cool, modern, sleek design. Everything's based on aviation for the Aviator. With the aerodynamic look, we set ourselves apart from many other brands, which is really nice. And then when you have a Black Label, which is again the second one, this vehicle in particular, when you walk up, you want people to know, okay, the illumination package is going to have the Lincoln sign drop down. It's going to lower 2 inches to the ground on air glide suspension system and raise back up as a way to welcome you into your new, beautiful new vehicle. And look at these seats.
Nice.
Once you get in, you customize it how you want it. And you have your personal profiles on the side. One touch of a button, you have your massage, you have the split thigh extender that literally you drive. Okay, one leg, I want it to relax, the other one a little bit more contracted. So with that, you literally, one touch of a button will bring it out just like that.
Nice. Okay.
Just like that.
See, this stuff like this, I don't want to fall asleep driving one of these. But I'm sure this is a great road trip car.
It is a great road trip car. And should you fall asleep, we do have our lane keeping, our lane set, your adaptive cruise control, your 360 camera. You're set. Don't worry. And reverse brake assist. So if there was a gentleman behind the vehicle or an object or a child, it will automatically brake, keeping you and your passengers safe.
Okay. Cool, cool.
When are you getting one? That's my question.
We'll talk about that off camera. But very nice though. Very nice. So
it's my pleasure.
Thank you very much for coming on.
Absolutely.
And I appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right, folks, we're at the Lexus section of the show here, and we got this beautiful, I want to say this is a RFA, I'm not sure what it is, LC, that's what it is, the LC 500, which is a pretty car. This one here has a 5-liter V8, 471 horsepower. It has a 10-speed automatic, and this is easily a $100,000 car, but it's a beautiful car. Would love to get one of these on the show. Let's see what else they have. Yeah, that version. Yeah, the convertible version, which I love. I always appreciate a good roadster, true roadster convertible. This is the LC 500 convertible. Again, the same power plant, 5.0 liter V8, 471 horsepower. This is just very sleek. So any of you guys who have one of these cars out here, give me a call. I would love to shoot something on it. This one here is shown as $111,000. Very nice car. And then we come over to what normally gets Lexus started. This is their full sedan here, which is, I want to say, the LS 450, or this is the LS 500, excuse me. I remember back in the days when Lexus was kind of getting up and running, was the LS 400, but this is the top dog of them all. This one here is priced at about 88,000 bucks. Has a 3.5 liter twin turbo V6 pumping out about 416 horsepower. And Lexus always, to me, always had one of the best interiors. I mean, with the leather, the stitching, just the comfort level. I mean, they were always very, very smooth cars growing up. And with today's technology and how everything is going nowadays, is very much still on that same level as a Lexus should be. Then we have our new RS350. I know my sister is gonna kill this grill because she hates these grills on these cars, but I actually like them. You know, gives a more aggressive look, but I'm sure she would say that's just hideous. But this is a good SUV. Kind of began the crossover mark for the SUV market, and this one here looks like it's well equipped, RX350, and this one here is shown as for about 60,000 bucks. Still has a 3.5 liter V6 in here. It's pumping off almost about 300 horsepower, so that's not bad. Now this Lexus right here definitely caught my eye. This is the RCF edition, and this is their top of the line sports car. It looks like it's built on the same chassis as the Supra, but it's very, very nice. This one here, I believe, has the I think might have the 4.7 liter V8 in here. It's pumping out roughly almost 500 horsepower. But it's a good looking car. You have your racing seats inside. I'm not sure if those are Recaros or not, but you have performance tires on here. You got your Michelin 4S tires on here. They're very sticky. Nice big brake calipers. Yeah, this is a sweet car. Even to the back here, looking at the double dual exhaust quad tips back here with the rear diffuser. I mean, that's just sick. And this spoiler here looks like it's functional, so it looks like it goes up and down, kind of keep the downforce off to keep the car planted to the ground as you make your top speed runs. But this is a sweet looking ride. It definitely caught my eye. I had to get a quick shot at it. So that's it for the Lexus section. So let's make our way towards down and see what else we see down. The new Broncos, which I'm just not really feeling these. I mean, I just don't know. This one right here is the Bronco Sport, so has decent interior. Looks like it has cloth and leather mixed in. But this is supposed to be the next rival for Jeep. Let's see, this one here is priced at $36,900, so it's not too bad, I guess. This has the EcoBoost engine in it, so I'm sure you can save a lot of fuel. The grill lets you know it's a Bronco. Man, I guess it's okay. It's gonna take a minute for it to grow on me, but you know, just really not feeling them. Now that right there is probably a little bit more impressive. So this must be the full size Bronco here. Not bad. Not bad at all. I'm sure this one is 4-wheel drive. And this one here just looks like it's just ready to go off-road. So you got a little bit of storage back in your back area here. Now, if I was to get one of these, I would probably vouch for this one. I like this one here. This one looks like a truck. And here we have the new redesigned Ford Expedition, which is very nice. This is the Platinum Edition here, and these, ever since these SUVs came out, they've been very good SUVs. I mean, to be quite honest with you, they've always rode very well, handled very well. I mean, they came with pretty good power, and I believe this is the top of the line here, the Platinum Edition. So this one here is going for 76, which I'm sure this is probably the base. I could be wrong, but this one here has a lot of goodies. Of course, when you open the door here, you have your step bar that's going to lower down, so that's pretty cool. Interior in here is very nice. I've sat in quite a few of these, just walking a lot, and they're very nice, very comfortable. And I'm sure they ride very great too. So I want to say this one might be all-wheel drive. I'm not sure. It might be rear drive, 4x2, yeah. Oh, and this one has the EcoBoost engine in it. Interesting. This has a 3.5 liter EcoBoost V6 engine in it. So you still get 17 miles per gallon in the city, 23 on the highway. So that's pretty good. It's hard to believe that a V6 would power up this. I mean, this is a big truck, so that's very shocking to see that. But hey, that's the way things are going nowadays. Everybody's going with the EcoBoost, trying to save fuel and all that good stuff, and still pump out pretty moderate horsepower. So good looking truck. I like it. All right, so normally during these shows, we normally save the best for last. This is a Caffeine Octane section of the show here. And Caffeine Octane, if you haven't seen one of my previous videos, is one of the biggest car shows on the planet, as I always say. And this is the exotic section over here. So we have a whole lot of Dodge Vipers. You have your 96 GTS, which is a very popular car. You have your Roadsters over here, your ACRs, which I have a friend who has a Viper ACR that I need to get with to shoot, because I've been eyeing that car for a long time. But Vipers, you know, when they first came out, you know, you either loved or you hated them. I liked them from the rip. They were nice cars. They were very expensive when they were brought out, but they came with the V10s. That's one of the first cars that had the V10 motors in it. And I believe the very first one had 400 horsepower. And as the years progressed, they went from 400 horsepower to 450 horsepower to 500. And I think the current one now is roughly at around 600 plus horsepower. So good cars, very good cars. Now, most of you who know me know I'm a huge James Bond fan, and this is the actual car, this Lotus E-Spirit Marine, that was featured in the movie The Spy Who Loved Me, starring the late great Roger Moore. And I was so fascinated with this car when this movie first came out, and this is the actual car that was in the movie. So that's pretty cool to see. On next we have BMW Z8 that I believe Pierce Brosnan drove. And I want to say The World Is Not Enough. Forgot which movie this one was in. But this was a very cool car. They didn't even make many of these. I think they only made it for maybe 1 year. But it was a badass car. I really like that car. It's one of my favorite BMWs. I wish they would have made more of them, but you know, they only had a limited run. So this is a very rare, this is really a collector car. So I'm pretty sure it's probably worth a nice pretty penny. All right, folks, that is it for this edition. It was a very decent turnout out here. Very different that we're still in the pandemic, but they did the best they could. You know, we saw some really cool stuff out here. I am disappointed that Chevy wasn't down here, but I understand you had limited space, so you can only have so many people up in here. But some very cool cars to see here. This is the last day of the auto show, so you get a chance to come check it out and check out the channel, and you can watch a little video coverage of what I made for you guys. But overall, it's a great turnout. So I definitely want to thank my camera guy, my son Juwan, for coming out here and filming me. And I also support the merchandise, folks. You know, we have the J-Dub Motorsports t-shirts, hoodies, and whatnot. Remember to like and subscribe to the videos as well as we continue to make these. I'm enjoying doing these, and we're gonna have a good 2021 so far with different cool stuff. So I want to end it on that note. So hey, we'll see you guys next week. Oh, and big shout out to my new subscribers too. I'm gonna start naming some of you guys as we go along. They come off so pretty quick, but very special shout out to my new subscribers that have been coming on YouTube. And if you haven't subscribed to me on YouTube, do me a favor and subscribe. J-Dub Motorsports. All right, check out my website, jdubmotorsports.com. Buy our merchandise, like and subscribe. We'll see you next week.